Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, girl. What are you playing? Episode of Games My Mom Found for August of 2025. I am Mike Albertin, and who's been playing some games with me tonight?
I am Michael Colby from Jack Billings Presents, and did you just say Hogumba another edition? What are you playing?
I don't know, but it's a very good possibility that's what came through. Who knows?
Oh,
I can say it slowly. We are here for a What Are You Playing Tonight?
That's
better?
what you said.
Okay.
All right. My old ears just couldn't hear it.
Hey, I've had two people in my work ask me if I was AI. So, hey, who knows? I literally did. I'm like, no, I'm not AI. And I'm also thinking to myself, would AI have to tell you the truth? Because I don't think AI would have to tell you the truth. Not how AI works.
No, I'm pretty sure the program that I use to do my stretches is AI, but every time I ask them, they're like, no, I'm a real person.
So yeah, the AI has to tell you the truth, right? All right, and other people with me tonight.
I'm Zach from Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress, and I also was having trouble understanding what you said at the top of the show.
Oh, it wasn't. It was me. All right.
Or the connection.
And I'm John, and I wasn't paying attention to what he said. I was trying to fix my Steam page because apparently I broke it. So
That's okay. I say the same thing.
Yeah, apparently-
every week.
Swapping screens from a 4K TV to a 1080, it breaks the thing until you minimize it and bring it back up.
Things we learn on Games My Mom Found.
Yeah.
So I always start these with the dumbest game that I play every single month, which I'm starting to lose interest. I'm still playing Marvel Snap, but it's kind of just like I've given them so much money that I don't want to stop, because then the money feels like I was wasted, like it was. So I still play it. I tell myself I don't like it, then I get in my grooves, or I just play it for hours. So I don't know. But yeah, what are we in right now? We're still in a first step season, because they had 2 seasons to celebrate the movie. I guess they were just so happy for there to be another Marvel movie out, it's okay. I mean, they pissed off a lot of people because they nerfed the card. I'm irritated because they added they had the season pass, which was fine. I spent the money, and then they added a premium season pass where you get another new card every month. I'm like, I want to give you $16 or $18, or no, $20. I don't want to give you $21. I give you $10. And so I've been irritated because I'm not card complete anymore. And then they're putting out like so many fucking cards every month that I'm having a hard time keeping up without spending more money, which I don't want to do. So yeah, I'm still playing Snap, and I'm a little irritated with it. And I'm still playing that stupid Doomsday Survivor game every day. I maxed out my Town Hall of level 25, which is the max in the game, and it's weird because I'm probably you're top 1%. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, I don't recommend that game. But I still play
survival game? What's the name of it?
It's called Doomsday Survivor or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just play it because it's one of those random things that I do when I'm doing other things on the phone, and I just hit the little buttons and it helps my brain focus.
So Whiteout Survival is the one that I have on my phone that I haven't looked at in like 5 months.
Oh, okay. It's a zombie game. It's okay. That's all I got. I know. It's just not very exciting today. And Colby, what are some games you've been playing?
Oh, well, if we're going to start out with the dumbest game that we're playing,
That's all I got.
I would like to welcome you to Michael Colby's Porno Game Corner, where I haven't really been playing it so much, but I found out about this game on Steam, and I feel like everybody else has to know about it. It's called Boobs, and it's a free game. It's a $5 DLC if you want to be able to take off the bikini top. But it's just a game where there's a lady's torso on the screen, and then you move the mouse around, and it sort of moves her boobs around, and it's like a physics thing. And just play it with the free version with the bikini top, and have fun, but don't spend the $5 to get the DLC.
Did you spend the $5?
I did. I spent the $5.
I was trying to work in a joke about it.
Sorry.
From experience, don't spend the $5.
Yeah, from experience, don't. It's sort of like what I wrote in my review for Hentai Survivors. Like, don't be like me. Don't waste your money on this thing.
That's a raving.
But I had to check it out for science. You know what I mean?
Yes, the cop out for science.
Yeah, exactly. I had to do the science and make sure if it was worth it or not, and I've determined that it's not. But it's still like a fairly weird thing, and it's free if you just want to slap the boobs around.
Free's fine. I don't think I
Yeah,
have
so
any.
that's
I
the
don't need to
dumbest-
play it even for free, but yeah, that's fine.
That's the dumbest thing I've been playing.
And Zach.
Well, I mean, not the dumbest thing I've been playing, but the dumbest way to play it. Probably the dumbest way to spend money to play it. I have a $500 Wind Waker emulator called the Switch 2, and that's all I'm using it for. Plus, I get to spend whatever it is a month for the NSO Plus. But I had an opportunity to buy a Switch 2, and so I did. And I played Mario Kart World for a bit, but it immediately hurt my old man hands. And then that's when they announced that you could play Wind Waker now. So I love that game, and I've been waiting forever for them to release it on Switch, and it doesn't look like, it looks like this is going to be it. I know that on the Wii U, there was the HD remake.
HD.
I never played that. What's that?
It's good.
Well, I mean, it seems like it's basically the same with maybe a few quality of life improvements, but
Yes, it is.
I never played it 'cause I didn't have a Wii U. They never ported it to anything else. And I recently looked just to see the difference, and I don't think I like the change in the graphic style. It's like too smooth. I really like how it's much more drastic in the cell shading with the original. So I'm having fun replaying it. A lot of nostalgia there. I was reminded that there's some bullshit where you got to sail all the way across the map for somebody to be like, oh, now sail all the way back across the map, right? Because they're trying to make
some of the stuff
game a
they
little bit
fixed.
longer. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the Triforce. That's the main
I know
big
that. Yeah,
differences.
that was the thing I'd heard about was they make finding the 27 pieces of the Triforce or whatever a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't remember hating that. We'll see
Not
what
that
happens
bad.
when I get to it again.
I did it this year. It's not that bad. Don't listen to the
Okay.
haters.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna. I love that's my favorite Zelda game by far. And in the middle of the Tower of the Gods, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Mostly not having to look things up, and it's a lot of fun. It's I don't know. To me, it's been worth the purchase, I guess.
Well, that's good that you bought yourself a Switch 2 instead of a deck. That could have done the same thing. But hey, you helped out Nintendo. They're a poor little company.
You know, well, you gotta look out for the little guy. So I'm getting
think
prepared for Metroid Prime 4. I gotta have it.
That's
Yeah, I think the Switch 2 shortages are kind of like, I'm seeing them around a lot more. Like my Walmart has 2 right now. They've had 2 for like the last couple weeks. Like seems like maybe the shortages are kind of past a little bit, hopefully.
I would expect
That's
it
good.
to be burnt out. I mean, there's nothing to play on it, anyways. Why does anybody
I
have
want
it?
one, but
I-
I'm waiting for the release date for Metroid.
yeah,
So is Nintendo.
Uh-huh. or like if they ever announce a patch for any of the Xenoblade games, like where they get better performance, like then I will buy one for sure because I want to play
I'm
those
looking-
really bad.
Same.
I
I'm
think
looking
that-
forward to playing them on my Steam Deck at some point.
I think you might get a little better performance anyway, even without a patch. Like Echoes of Wisdom doesn't frame drop quite so much.
Yeah, there was
And
a weird thing going around that like on the Switch 2, I think it was like Xenoblade 2 on the Switch 2 runs at like 540p handheld or docked.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
Yeah, I know it was handheld. It might not have been docked the video I watched, but like I've been wanting to play those games for a while and I just haven't done it.
That's because they're huge. They're like $100
Oh, yeah.
RPGs. They're something crazy.
Oh, as somebody who has like darn near the entire Trails series in his backlog, oh yeah, the long RPGs are my like they're what are there 3? They're
Yeah,
like
they're
12.
insane.
I think they're like 12 of those games now, and the new one's coming out
Yeah,
first of next
that's
year.
insane.
Yeah, that is on like the backlog of like, okay, those are ones that I will spend the time to go through because the Trail series is really good.
Right, and Zach, do you have any other games you want to mention first?
Sure. I played, I don't know if anybody's heard of this, Rhyme Rider, I can't even pronounce it, Rhyme Rider Kururiken,
No
which is
idea.
a Wonder Swan color game. So
Okay.
the reason I played that I was, for a long time, I've done some behind the scenes stuff for Retro Game Club. And since one of their hosts decided to retire, I've been filling in periodically to guest host. And that was one of the games I had to play to guest host recently. And it is a
Cool.
really weird and cool game. It's, if you don't know what the Wonder Swan color is, it was
Vaguely.
so it's sort of like a bit like the Game Boy Advance, not quite as nice, but that's basically what it is. and it came out before the Game Boy Advance. And it's a 16-bit console, whereas the GBA is 32-bit, I believe. Anyways, so this is a rhythm game, which this might be the first rhythm game I've ever played.
Oh, you lost me.
Well, I wouldn't have played it if I didn't have to, and I guess I could have just watched the playthrough or something like that. But this one, it was really interesting because the entire gameplay format is slanted 45 degrees, which is just a weird choice. And it's this girl in a frog suit, and she's walking along, and you have to kind of hop, skip, and jump your way through various enemies, doing it on the beat. It is very unforgiving with the timing. I think you have to be frame perfect with it. I would have gladly traded half my health bar for a couple extra frames of leeway there. But it was cool. It was a fun game, and when you could string a few proper timings together, it was really, you got a sense of satisfaction out of that, which I guess is why people like rhythm games. The music was cool. It was kind of like low bitrate samples, but there were good jams. So I had a lot of fun with that, actually, and I will, if I have time, I'll probably go back and play a little bit more.
Okay.
What's the name of it?
It's called Rhyme Rider Kerorikan. Kerorikan.
What's it on?
Wonder Swan Color, which I do not have. I emulated it. Right. It's really hard because the Wonder Swan Color had two D-pads, basically. And so, but one of them's, it's X1234 and Y1234. And you're going to have to do some crazy button mapping because the timing is for, one enemy, you press the A button. And for another enemy, you press any of the X buttons. And for another enemy, it's any of the Y buttons. And for another one, it's press A and any X button. So, and it's not in English, by the way. Good luck. No. If you search, you will be able to find the manual with a translation. That's the only way I could figure out how to play it. Because I was just goofing off with it, trying to figure out what to do. Impossible. You have to look at this because you got to know what the enemy is, and you got to know what the button combination is. Otherwise, you will get nowhere.
Why did they make you play this? I make people play weird shit too.
So the previous guest host. The previous guest host is Bovine Divine. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he had started a whole retro gaming collective Discord thing. And he's got a Twitch channel and all that. So anyways, he's kind of between his thing and the Retro Game Club's thing, there's a lot of overlap, obviously. And so they asked him to be a guest host, and he wanted to pick something that maybe people hadn't heard of before. And he nailed it.
It sounds like
Yeah. But I wouldn't normally have picked it up, and I was glad that I did.
It's fun when other people can pick games for you sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And John, do you have some games you want to mention?
Yeah, I got a couple. Technically, the one that I'm playing right now, Death Stranding 2, have been. I was playing it the other night when we recorded too. Just going around doing deliveries. Yeah, I love the first Death Stranding. It's my kind of game, and the second one it's more of the same but better. It controls better, the combat's better. They actually emphasize combat more in this one than you still can't. If you actually kill someone, it is a bad time. But the trank weapons or knockout weapons, they all feel better in the second game. It's just a me game, and I've been really enjoying it. Let me see what my hour count is right now.
Is it a really long game?
I'm 49 hours and 23 minutes in it right now.
Okay.
I think the first Death Stranding I had about 80 hours in.
Oh,
you could probably get through it a lot quicker, but I am, so you can build roads. You go around collecting materials to rebuild the roads around I have about half of the Australian continent right now covered in roads. You can rebuild monorails. There's zip lines you can build around to the harder place. A lot of my time has just been spent moving materials around to rebuild roads, or because I just enjoy it. The story so far has been a little lighter than in Death Stranding 1. I personally kind of like the story in Death Stranding 1. This one has yet to kind of, there's been some really good moments, but it has yet to really take off like Death Stranding 1's did. And the game is, on my 4K OLED, the game is ridiculously beautiful. It's one of the prettiest games I have probably ever played. But I've been enjoying it a lot. I know it's not a game that some people would probably like, but it's a me game, and I love how goofy it is.
That's all that matters. I really want to play that series one day. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
It's definitely a deep acquired taste. It's weird. It is the stuff you do and the stuff you see is it's straight. It's Kojima.
I'm not surprised.
It's weirder than anything in any of the Metal Gear games, honestly. Like it makes the Metal Gear games look pretty sane. But I like Kojima's brand of insanity, and so
Same.
it's really hitting for me. I want to try to beat it soon, just because I want to move on to something. But I'm aiming to go for the platinum. Like I've been working on it here and there, like doing extra stuff. So I will see how long it actually takes me to beat it. I'm assuming probably another 50 hours.
All right.
Yeah, I've never been able to get, like, I was not able to get into the first Death Stranding, and from what people who liked the first Death Stranding are saying, I'm not even going to touch that second one. I am not a fan of Kojima's madness. I'm glad that he's out there making his thing, because I know that the people who like it really like it, but holy shit, the amount of time spent in menus, and then, like, holding down buttons so that your stuff doesn't fall off. It was just like, why am I doing this? I have 100 better things that I could be doing right now.
So I haven't played the original game since it came out, like when I originally beat it, but from what I'm remembering, I think they've toned down a lot of that in this game. Like you still have, hold L2 R2 to keep yourself from falling down a mountain, but you don't have to do it quite as much, I think, and you have a lot more vehicle stuff in this game. I think they almost went too far with some of the stuff you can do with the vehicles, because you can almost like Skyrim your way right up the side of a mountain in a truck, which takes a little bit of the exploration side that I really liked out of it. So I'm kind of like forcing myself, like, okay, I'm going to a new location I haven't been, leaving the vehicle, I'm walking, because I do enjoy that, but it's more refined. Like it's still Death Stranding, but they have refined it a lot. Even for someone who really likes Death Stranding 1, I think this one plays a lot better.
All right. And Colby, do you have some more games to mention?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I don't want to agree with Zach, because that's annoying, but I agree with Zach on the graphics stuff, like smoothing out the graphics on, like, especially that generation of games. I am playing Vanquish, the PS4 remaster of Vanquish, and I was like, man, this doesn't look as cool as I remember it. So I booted up the PS3, which is attached to a plasma TV, and
nice.
Yeah, the hard edges really make that generation of games like look extra cool. PS3 games, Xbox 360 games, when they smooth those out, they take away something out of them. But I mean, Vanquish, don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast playing the remaster of Vanquish. It's still a great game. It's so much fun. It's so over the top. It's so stupid, but it's just action-packed, and everything about it is fun. There's a dedicated button to smoke a cigarette, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. But, like, it's so funny that it's there, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just a really fun, dumb, like, action game. But, man, yeah, when they smooth out those edges for these remasters, it's like, just, I am all for great looking games. Like, I love, the Horizon games. I love the way that those things look, but like Vanquish and that Zelda game, Wind Waker, they were made with a certain art style, and like they were made with that art style. And there's something about just smoothing out those edges that just doesn't work. Those edges should be sharp the way that they are. And yeah, it's sort of a bummer. But yeah, Vanquish, fucking great game.
I'm sorry that you had to agree with me.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Never happened
I
before.
mean, yeah, I'll try not to do it in the future.
So I've only played the PC version of Vanquish. I'm assuming that's more of the original, like, PS3 look versus the remaster?
Yeah, I would think that if you played it back in the day, before the remaster especially. I mean, I don't know. I was never a PC guy. I was always I like to put my games in the thing and just play them. So like I never really messed around with PC stuff. But yeah, I've played a couple of games on the PlayStation 3 lately, and I'm like, there is just something about this very specific way that they made these games that makes them look still really like they don't all look great, but there is something about them being on, it's those hard edges, and it's like almost to where it is now, but not quite. And I think that's like, I don't know, maybe it's nostalgic charm, but but I find it like way better than how any remaster I've seen does. And again, I'm not against like modern good looking games, but like don't just up-res old games. It's a bummer.
You just want them to keep their charm, and there's something about like the way a game is designed when you change graphics. It just I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. And I sit like it's one of the things that I see a lot of people complaining about. This isn't like, I don't think I'm breaking any new ground by saying this. Like, I see people saying this, like, the game was fine. Like, unless you're gonna remake it like what they did with Demon's Souls, like, that thing is worthy of getting remade. The remake of Demon's Souls is amazing because they didn't just take the old game and smooth it out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, so how do you, I don't know if you've like played, how do you feel like the PS3 version of The Last of Us versus the remaster for the PS4? Go ahead. I'll let you answer.
I don't love The Last of Us 1. I got through it on the PlayStation 3, and I played the remake on the, was that a PlayStation 5? Yeah. That one's like gorgeous. And I don't think they needed to remake it, but because they like completely remade it, that's one of the best looking games I've ever played. It's not just an up-res. It is like a whole new game, and it does look fantastic. And I'm not against that. I didn't get through it because that's not a fun game to play. The Last of Us is not fun.
Yeah. That was like the one thing that I really liked about The Last of Us one was actually they went through and they redid pretty much every facial animation in the game. So if you go look at like the PS4 version versus the PS5, the faces look like they look so much better, and even like emotional scenes, they redid them, and they just I think that is like, it's weird to say, like the definitive version of what that game kind of should have been. Even though I love The Last of Us, the PS3 version, but I think
don't worry, when they remake it again, you can see if that version is better.
Oh yeah. I think the PS5 version is the like final version of what that game originally, what they wanted it to be.
Yeah, but money talks.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I hope it.
Go ahead.
I hope it is. The PlayStation 5 version is gorgeous, and it does have a lot of quality of life improvements. Like, it's a lot better as far as a game goes. But yeah, I don't know. I know what happens at the end of that game, and the first time I beat it, I've been on the fuck Joel bandwagon since before it was a thing. Like, I've always been a fuck Joel guy for the ending of that game, and people were so mad from the beginning of 2, and I'm like, no, he deserved what he got at the beginning of 2.
I'm on the like Joel was right train, and even I'm sitting here like, no, what happened at the start of 2, that was perfectly justified, even though I personally think Joel was right to do what he did. I'm still like, nope, he fully deserved it, even though I agree with what he did.
I feel like the great thing about it is that it's fiction. So, I understand why he did it, and I'm glad that I don't have to make that kind of decision.
Do I still own the PS3 version? I think I do. So I think right now I have physically every version of The Last of Us that has ever been made, because I have
for now.
I think I still have the PS3 version. I have the PS5 versions, and I have the PS4 versions.
That's too much The Last of Us.
That is too much of The Last of Us 1. I think 2 was just a much better game to play. Like, I enjoyed playing 2.
That's what got me, like, kind of when they were talking like Naughty Dog doing a Punisher game. I was like, okay. After playing how good The Last of Us 2 played and how brutal it was, I was like, yeah, I would totally be down to play the Naughty Dog's Punisher. That sounds awesome, because that game plays so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Marvel license, and not everyone seems to like to play with Marvel.
Yeah, I've got a Blade game
Apparently
coming.
they're not. Yeah, apparently they're not fun to work with.
No, are we actually getting a Blade game?
Yeah, that Blade game that was announced from, was it the Dishonored? Was it the Dishonored developer?
I don't remember.
It was the Game Awards last year, the year before. I want to say it was this last year that they announced the Marvel Blade game. It's like a really heavily cell shaded. He's in Paris, I think.
Oh, that'd be cool.
He
I don't know if we're ever going to get that Blade movie.
He was at like a barbershop getting a shave when like the vampire alarm or so whatever sounded like it. You can find the trailer out there. Yeah, that Blade.
I didn't even realize they're making one.
Yeah,
but that interests me. I like Blade a lot.
Yeah, it's
an Arcane game, and I've liked everything they've made. So
did Arcane do Prey? What's that?
Yes.
I can't remember. I've done Arcane. That's a really good, or not Arcane. I've done Prey. That's a really good game.
I've played the Dishonored games. They're really good. I think 2 is probably the best one. I have bounced off Prey like 3 times. I get like 4 or 5 hours into that game. I'm like, I do not care for this game.
That is fair.
Dishonored, Prey, Deathloop, Redfall we'll just forget about, but
I have not.
The Dishonored games are great. Prey is great. Deathloop was I think Deathloop didn't get the recognition it deserved. And Redfall I think wasn't bad, but it was really boring.
Well, wasn't that Rust? I'm assuming too.
And live service. I think we're getting to the part of like where unless it's an MMO, like I hate hero shooters and I hate live service games. Like every time I see like a cool shooter game, it's like, oh, it's a 4-player hero shooter. Like what was the one that just came out and like died from Sony in like a week?
Oh,
forget the name. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, who cares?
Like that was when I first saw the trailer for that. I was like, oh, this like the graphics, the characters, they all look really cool. This looks like a Borderlands D&D. This could be awesome. And then they go live service game, and I'm like, well, there goes any of my interest because like they take some really cool looking stuff and cram it into a crappy live server game.
Yeah, not surprised. I don't remember whose turn that was.
That was mine.
Oh, okay.
That started off as Vanquish.
Oh God.
Yep. I only remember because he had to agree with me. I'll never forget.
That's never happened before. Zach,
I don't really have a whole lot. I don't have a whole lot in the game section, but I did for another different Retro Game Club episode. I did for the first time ever play a Metal Slug game. I played through Metal Slug X, which is like an improved version of Metal Slug 2. And that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially when you can just pump endless quarters in and it doesn't matter. You can just die forever. So that was a cool game. I'll probably play more Metal Slug games. Yeah.
That's the way to play them.
And then the last one I have on my list, I'll be quick, is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And I'm going to have to come back to it, but I'm not super hyped on it right now. It's just too much hand-holding and tutorial at the beginning. I don't know. I just wanted it to be like Ninja Gaiden 2 again. and it's not, but we'll see. I'll come back to it. I haven't made up my mind on that one. I hear a lot of good things.
Okay. I don't know any. I forgot about it, but I was curious about it because it looks interesting. And
I was really psyched for it. And
franchises come back. It's a side scroller, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot like the NES games, but I don't know. It's lacking something. It just doesn't have the same feel. And I feel like most of one of the things you can do is instead of like a double jump, you can do like a spin slash off of enemies. And so I feel like I'm just like bouncing my way through the stages, and it should be more fun than it is. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the right mindset. So I went back to Wind Waker, and I'll come back to this at some point.
I mean, that does affect games. I have learned that that it really does affect games if you're playing them. Like if you're sometimes you just got to come back when you're in the right mood.
Totally.
Was it for the podcast, for a podcast?
No, that was just one I was looking forward to it for a long time. And against my own better judgment, I was like, well, I'm going to buy it right away instead of finishing what I was working on.
I get that. Sometimes you just get really excited for something and then they're also too high and then you get let down.
Yep.
So do what I do and just wait 10 years and you forget it exists. You're like, oh, this was awesome.
Yeah, we'll see.
John, do you have some more games to mention?
The only other game that I have that I haven't technically been like playing it, but like an hour, like it's probably been 2 weeks since I've actually touched it. And I have beaten it. I've been kind of still messing with the altars. Really like that game. Game is super cool, super interesting. like kind of a new thing that doesn't seem like it's been done before.
I haven't heard of that. What is that?
So it's from 11-bit studio, the ones who did like Frostpunk and This War of Mine.
Okay.
It's a game about a guy who he's on a like space exploration with a crew of people looking for this what's it called? Rapidium. It's like this miracle element that has been found out in space. So he goes on this expedition with this crew to try to find it. And when they get to this planet and they're coming in, like he is the only survivor of the crew. All the other crew members die. So he is left with the base stuck on a hostile planet where it's like 6 days the sun will like catch up with him and will basically fry him. So you're literally like trying to stay ahead of the sun in this base, and he's by himself. So what you find out is he actually finds the Rapidium, and the Rapidium can be used along with this computer you have on the ship to make alternate. They're called alters. They are clones of him, but this computer goes back through his life, finds a branching point, and will branch off this new person. Like so, the character you play as, he's a worker. He is jack of all trades, master of none. You can do certain things throughout the game, but like he's not an engineer. He doesn't know how to fix this specific thing. You need an engineer. So the computer will go through, create this whole other person who is an engineer, and it will clone them. So he has clones of himself that are, if you really think about it, they're kind of from alternate realities because they have a full life they have lived. They have all of their memories from their life. And so you're dealing with yourself who has had part of your life. It's like there's one guy who is still in love with the main character's ex-wife because in his memories and like it's not a universe thing, but it's a way to think about it. Like in his universe, he was married to her. They were in love, and now he's in this new world where they're divorced and he still loves her and is trying to figure out how to get back to her. There's tension, but it's kind of a resource management game. Like you can build the base out as you're moving. You have to go out and collect stuff as you get more and more alters. I don't remember how many you can make. I want to say it's like
Sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is super interesting. So like you can make a miner who will go out and mine your resources. You can make an engineer, a technician, a botanist, doctor. There's a guard. There's a psychologist. But they're all this guy who have just lived different life paths from his like branching off of his life. Really, really love the game. I love 11-bit. Frostpunk is one of my favorite games ever. I highly recommend the alters. I think it took me about 24, 25 hours to beat my first playthrough. And I felt like I saw maybe like 40% of what's in the game in that playthrough. Like it's a pretty deep game, managing your resources. If you don't manage them right, you will miss. You can, like, I didn't create like half of the different alters you can make. I really like the game. I even like it so much when the physical PS5 version came out, I bought that even though I have it on PC. So the alters is super cool. I highly recommend it. It's got a heck of a soundtrack too. I really like the soundtrack.
You got my attention. I mean, that's one reason I love doing these, because I hear about games that I never would have known existed. Probably wasn't for someone on here talking about it.
Yeah,
Huh.
I highly recommend it. If it wasn't for Death Stranding 2, or when I actually get around to it, I'm assuming Expedition 33, like the alters, would be my game of the year right now.
You haven't played that yet still?
I have not played. I put off Expedition 33 because I knew Death Stranding was coming out, and I knew I would probably drop everything to play Death Stranding. So it's next on my list when I get done with Death Stranding.
Okay. I just remember you being excited for it back before it came out on one of these What Do You Play In? So that's why I'm just surprised that you haven't started it yet.
Yeah, if I hadn't,
But I get that.
if it hadn't been for Death Stranding out in like 3 weeks after, I would have.
Okay, that's fair enough. Colby, do you have any more games to mention?
Since it's by the people who made Frostpunk and This War of Mine, surely it's a lighthearted romp. Everybody's happy all the time, and nothing bad ever happens to anyone.
Yeah, you're good. You never have to worry about people freezing to death in the mines or getting shot.
I played through This War of Mine and about 3 hours of Frostpunk, and I was like, those games are so so brutal. There's never a second where you're not in peril and like something terrible is happening, and I'm like, I can't play these games.
So
These are for someone who has much better mental stability than I do.
So that might be me because my current playtime of Frostpunk on Steam is 289 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Frostpunk is like okay, I need to wind down for the night. Like I kind of want to sit here and build the city. Man, like I may not even finish that playthrough, but I've played it so much that I'm like, okay, on day 14 is when the stranger will show up. On this day, this is when the blizzard will hit. That like I can this is where this thing is. I can micromanage. It's just kind of my relaxing game. But yeah, I've 200 almost 290 hours. Like it's 289.4 hours.
My God.
Hey, each their own.
And Frostpunk 2, Frostpunk 2 is okay. I don't like Frostpunk 2 as much as Frostpunk 1. I've only got like 30 hours into it, and it came out last year.
Oh yeah, no, it's I'm not saying anything about like what people like. I just mean those games are so unrelentingly depressing that I'm like I can't with these games.
I guess maybe I've got a little bit like more of a dark humor side to me because I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to send the children into the coal mines. Like maybe that's how I
can't
cope with it. But yeah, like I'm like, okay, time to pass the law to send the kids into the mines.
I mean, they're working on that in real life right now. So hey.
Yeah, they certainly are.
All right, any more games, Colby? I think Zach's out of games.
Yeah.
I'm tapped out.
Okay.
I have 3 that are not like super crazy. Michael Colby's Ass Game Corner. That is auto survival shooter games. If you're unaware of what an ass game is,
I thought it was those bad games.
Vampire Survivors likes. I've been playing one called Maniac, which is awesome. It looks like the first two. It looks like the first 2 Grand Theft Autos. It's sort of a top down, and you're like some form of like movie monster, like serial killer type thing. There's a clown, there's a little girl, there's an astronaut, and there's a guy dressed up as a hot dog like mascot. And you just go around like causing havoc, getting the cops to chase you, and then after the cops, it's the SWAT team and then the military, and it just builds up until you nuke the city. It's a ridiculous game, but roguelike auto survival shooter game. So like I love those. Yeah, it's an ass game. And yeah, just like super fun. I think I bought it on sale on PlayStation for like $3, and I think it's normally like $5. So if you like those types of games, or if you just like creating mayhem in video games, check that one out. And then I played 2 Metroidvanias. One, Ms. Phoebe bought me Time Spinner, which is fantastic. It's sort of very breezy Metroidvania. I've gotten lost a couple of times, even though it does in fact have a map. I still got lost.
You don't like maps,
but
though.
it was okay because when I got unlost, I was so over leveled. I have just been melting the bosses in this game. They are like, I think in the last like 4 boss fights that I did, I needed 1 potion so I didn't die. But yeah, really like interesting world. There's a lot of like lore to the world that you find, and another thing that I love, finding lore and reading it.
You do like that. Yes.
But yeah, really, really, really good game, and I think Mike would like it because it's very easy.
Mike wants to play it, Ashley.
On my list.
It's been on my Steam Deck before. I just can't do it if it isn't on the podcast because I have problems.
Yeah, well, put it on the podcast because it's a great game. And
Mike,
you probably
you
have 5
OCD.
people.
I'm going to.
One.
I mean, I might.
Mike,
I've never gotten
might
checked
have
out.
OCD.
I thought about it, actually. Like, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, right now I'm playing Ratchet and Clank while we're talking. So, hey.
Well, that's ADHD. That's different.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Might be a little bit of both.
I'm
Well, no, it's actually more of, I need to finish this, and I want it done with, so I'm just doing like mindless leveling up stuff that doesn't involve a whole lot of thought.
And I'm running around trying to find a freaking lost package in Death Stranding, and I don't know where the hell this thing's at.
Make sure you don't lose your
We're
balance.
playing games that require
I'm on a
little
motorcycle
less thought.
right, looking for it.
What's your other Metroidvania? I need more recommendations.
My other Metroidvania corner game is also in the porn corner game.
Ooh.
It's called Flip Witch. Flip Witch. It's actually a very, as far as porn games go, a very well-made Metroidvania. It's very standard Metroidvania. You play as a witch, and then your like sort of power is you switch genders. You're like, you start off as a lady, and then you get the ability to flip into like guy character, and your interactions with character, like with NPCs, are different depending on who you talk to them as. And yeah, it's like sort of fun if you like, what was that, Momodora? If you like that Momodora games, it's a lot like those, except when you're like beating a boss by slapping her tits around, they're out instead of covered up.
I'm looking at the reviews on the GOG website, and one of them just says horny, 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 horny.
Yes.
I mean, it's a porn game. What do you expect?
That review is correct.
Yeah. Funny.
That is funny,
I'm shocked it's not available on Switch.
Yeah, I think they block out a lot of like actual, if there's actual tits in it, even though it's all like pixel stuff, but
Titillating.
lovingly rendered. I will say lovingly rendered bounces on the tits in this game.
And yet Cyberpunk is on the Switch.
And yet Cyberpunk is on the
The
Switch.
Cyberpunk tits?
Yes, it does. I got as far as making my character in Cyberpunk, and then I played it for like an hour, and I was like, I think the character creator was what I was here for. And then I deleted it off of my PlayStation.
I have I've made my character like 3 times, and like I've probably played like 3 or 4 hours of the actual game. Like, this is super fun. Like I really want to sit down and play this. I just don't have the time. So I like stop playing, and then I bounce into it. I'm gonna make another character. Do the same thing over. One of these days, after I watch Edge Runner, I'm gonna play Cyberpunk.
I'm looking at some of the gameplay for
I need to
Flip
play
Witch.
it.
It reminds me of, it's like Dragon Boy and Monster World, or Monster Boy, whatever. There's
I know what you're talking about.
With similar titles, but yeah.
Yeah.
Except I guess, but this one has tits.
Yeah, it's
looks
not
fun.
It's not too much different. It is, people have figured out how to make good Metroidvania games, and for the most part, they do a serviceable job. And sometimes they put tits in them, and it works in this case.
I don't
But
play
yeah,
porn
that's
games,
it.
actually.
That's it for me.
Okay. John, do you have any other games to mention?
No, I don't. I've been literally playing Death Stranding, like dabbling in the altars.
Okay. Then we'll go to movies next. I actually have a few movies, and Zach, you can relate to a couple of these. So I got in a weird mood, and I was like, I'm going to rewatch the MCU again. And I put on Iron Man 1. I'm like, man, this is great. Love this movie. Yep. Put on Iron Man 2. Not as good, but still good. Watched Incredible Hulk. Still love First Avenger. That movie is fucking awesome. And I'm all into it. Then I put on Avengers, and I just walked away. Didn't finish it. There's something about that movie I just don't care for that one. I can't help it. And then
Their own.
I know it's a good movie. I don't know what it is. I just don't care for it anymore. I loved it in theaters. I remember that. But yeah, something about that movie just rubs me the wrong way now.
With a lot of movies. That's the problem with a lot of movies, is like the theater experience. It's the first time you're seeing it. You're not catching all the problems with it. Yeah.
I'm not sure
luckily
what
you
my
don't have
issue
to,
is. If it's with the character.
Luckily, you don't have to do a deep dive on like all of the little problems that you have with every one of those movies. It sounds like a terrible
Nobody
way to
has
live,
to do that.
to nitpick every
I've done it
in the MCU.
Oh, maybe not as bad as Zach, but we've done the whole MCU actually.
It's a sickness.
A long time ago.
I keep thinking, I'm like, I should go back and just rewatch all the MCU stuff. There's some of those I've only seen once, or some of those I haven't seen in years. And then I look at because I have all the movies, and I have season 1 of Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and the WandaVision,
They're
and
hard.
I have another one that I can't remember which one. I look at it and I'm like, that would like take me forever to watch through, even though like I want to do it, and I honestly, what makes me really want to do is just to get to the shows so I can watch them again, because I like the shows.
Didn't you spend 290 hours playing a game?
I think I just burned out. Moon Knight's decent. Yeah.
I've done that 290 hours over like 6 years.
Right. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I mean, he's not wrong. I mean Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Neither one is wrong, but yeah.
My other thing is like
I can't.
I keep sitting here going like, I should watch all the Star Wars stuff, because like I'm trying to. It's one of those things of like, should I go through all the Star Wars stuff or all the MCU stuff again? Because some of the Star Wars stuff I've not seen.
I vote MCU,
and I'm leaning toward the Star Wars actually, just because I'm a Star Wars nut.
I mean, I am too.
I'm over Star Wars.
I don't recommend it.
I'm for Ahsoka season 2. Like that is the big thing that I'm waiting for. They just started talking about it. That's probably
they just would figure out how to get it done.
That's probably like my favorite Star Wars thing in the last couple of years was season 2 of Ahsoka.
Or season 1. Season 1 was really good. All right, now I do have a couple other movies.
I need to watch season 2 of Andor. I have yet to watch that.
Oh, I forgot. I watched the movie The Amateur randomly on Disney Plus, I think, because I had it with Hulu. That was actually fun with Rami Malek. I think is his name. That was actually a fun movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looked like it might be.
I want to watch that.
I say check it out for sure. I even got into a weird kick where I watched 3 different DC animated movies, and I told myself I was going to watch a bunch of that series. Yeah, that didn't happen. I ended up watching All-Star Superman, Green Lantern, Emerald Knights, and Justice League Gods and Monsters. All 3 are really good. I've seen all. I never saw All-Star Superman, but I enjoyed them. And then I just fell off and went, nope, I'm good, and didn't. And then in the last movie to mention, I saw Jurassic World Rebirth in theaters. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
A lot, actually.
It looked okay. I did not like the first Jurassic World, and I don't think I bothered with the second, and definitely not the third. And this is the fourth that just came out.
This is like a reboot, though.
Okay.
It really has nothing to do too much with Jurassic World. The only thing that it has to do with it is they made a monster or a dinosaur monster for the park in Jurassic Park 4, and that's really all I know that connects it. This one is worth watching, but
I'll probably watch it on streaming. Yeah,
you watch it on streaming. I mean, you know why I saw it. Scarlett Johansson.
I've seen all the old movies except like I wanted to go see this, and I never made it to it. But like I like World 1. It's okay, and then 2 I thought was kind of fantastic until about the last minute and 30 seconds. And then I thought Dominion was like really I thought like Dominion was like really fun. Like it's Mission Impossible with dinosaurs.
Unfortunately, I was done after the second Jurassic World. Okay.
It's like Mission Impossible with dinosaurs, honestly. And I think it had the like one of the best, like bringing the old cast and mixing in with the new cast like that I've seen in a while, because they did a really good job with bringing Jeff Goldblum and Sam Neill and Laura Dern back and mixing them with the newer characters. Done really well. And it also doesn't. That the day I saw it is when I saw Buzz Lightyear. I did not like Lightyear at all. So that might have had a little something to do with me liking that movie as much as I did.
Is it because Tim Allen is awful?
No, it's because that movie it like literally rips off like a bunch of other movies.
That's Hollywood, though.
I wanted to like that movie, but Chris Evans did a great job as Buzz. Like I'll give it that.
Okay, that's all the movies I have. Colby, do you have some movies to talk about? Okay, if you don't, that's fine.
I feel like I've watched movies, but like just in passing. And if I watched them and paid attention to them, they'll be on this show. I think UHF is out, and
yes,
that's a great episode.
Aliens,
great episode.
Aliens will be coming out soon.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't pay attention to anything is the problem. I'm like, I know I've watched some movies lately and I don't even remember what they were.
That's fair enough. Zach.
Yeah, I've been to the theater a few times in the last month or so. I saw 28 Years Later and I fucking hated it. It was terrible. I don't know why it got such good reviews. I've heard several podcasts talk about it, about how great it is and how it's Danny Boyle's best work. And then they go on to describe all the problems with it that I have, but insist that it's this great movie. I don't understand it. So that's a not recommend. I went and saw Superman, which I knew was overhyped. I knew going in, I wish I knew nothing about it. And it was okay. I think I've upgraded it to okay, but I don't know. I didn't have fun with it, which is weird because I really like James Gunn. And then I saw Fantastic Four First Steps, and I thought that was very good. I really enjoyed that one. And we actually did a little quick take on that and that'll be out pretty soon. So that's what it's on the
a little
theater,
curious about that one.
Sorry.
Did you like First Steps?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to not overhype it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. No, that's fine. It's like, well, one of the things about it is that always kind of elevates any movie for me, but especially in the MCU, is like when I get a little tear to do because I feel like I'm crying at the dumbest movies. I always feel stupid crying in an MCU movie, but and it really got me. But it's a good movie overall. I thought it was very good. And then on streaming, I finally saw Final Destination Bloodlines, which I thought has an amazing opening and good deaths all around. That was the last movie that Tony Todd did. I think it was really, really ill. He looks really gaunt in it. But it's just wonderfully gross and hilarious. I enjoyed it quite a bit. That was a fun one to watch. And then similarly, The Monkey, which I kind of wish I'd seen both of those in the theater. But The Monkey was also just gross. I even know Tatiana Maslany were in it. And I think my only real gripe, it goes a little off the rails in the end, which is kind of a dumb thing to say about a movie like that, but I'm weird like that. But overall, I did enjoy it. Oh, and Elijah Wood is in it too. But my biggest,
I do want to see that movie. I am actually really curious about it.
Yeah. So yeah, I probably have already said too much, but my biggest problem wasn't with the movie. It was that I was watching it on Hulu and I'm too cheap to pay for the no ads. Cause even if it's no ads, sometimes you still have to watch them because they're like, well, this one doesn't count. But I missed something because I tuned out while the commercial was going on. It came back from commercial and somebody said something that seemed important. So I back 10 and the commercial again. And then I missed it again. So I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't important. Okay. But that's it for movies for me.
And John, do you have some movies to mention?
Yeah, so like Superman, saw that when it came out. I loved it, thought it was fantastic. And then Fantastic Four. In a year where we had Thunderbolts and it was one of the best MCU movies in a while, then we had Fantastic Four, and I think it might be better. I think Fantastic Four is better than Thunderbolts.
Really? Okay.
But the
interesting
two that I saw recently I saw Weapons. Weapons is
weird. I see that.
I thought I don't know. Weapons is one of those movies where it's like I don't know if I like the movie, but I really enjoyed my time with it. I want to watch it again really bad. It's really interesting. I won't say like anything about it, but Weapons is definitely under expectation. Whether I think it's quite as good as the reviews say it is, I'm not sure. I want to watch it again really bad. And then
if you
go ahead.
Hey, if you could compare it. If you could compare it to Barbarian, how would you? Because that's the same director, right? How would you say it rates there?
I've not seen Barbarian.
Oh, get on it! It's good.
So that's I need to. That is all now of like I need to watch Barbarians. Like I may actually do that tonight. So yeah, if I would answer your question if I could, but I can't.
All right.
And then the other thing that I saw both these on the same day, which it was a bit of a shock. I saw for the first time in the theater Grave of the Fireflies.
What is that?
That was a movie. That was I didn't cry, but I came close a couple of times. That was just one of those where you're walking out of the theater and nobody is saying a word. Like it's just dead silent. Really like that movie a lot. Don't know if I ever want to watch it again, but I recommended that everybody should watch it, but I don't know if you'll ever want to watch it again.
I'm going to watch it once, and I'm going to record about it, then I'm never going to watch it again. That's my plan. I've never seen it, and I'm purposely, at this point, not going to record. I
will watch it with, like, other people. Like, if I'm showing it to somebody for the first time, like, I will definitely do that, because I enjoy doing that, whether it's good movies or bad movies. Like, I love watching The Room with people, like, for the first time. Like, that's a joy for me. Because The Room is The Room. But, yeah. So yeah, those are the ones that I've seen. I want to see Nobody 2. It just came out, I think,
that looks
but
good.
I haven't. I have some concerns. I think the first movie is one of the best action movies we've had in quite a while. But I hope the second is better than I think it might be. I haven't seen the reviews for it, so a lot of times sequels are a bit sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think some of the reviews I saw weren't good. I don't know anything about it. I never saw the first one. I didn't even realize there were two until
It's
randomly. But,
92% with the audience, 78% with the critics, and even
So I
critics,
saw one bad
critics,
review.
it drops quite a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Might have been
the
IGN.
first Nobody one, like the first Nobody is. I think I would put it over any of the John Wicks. Like
I think I would
in
agree
that
with you,
same vein. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
better.
It
Like
is
I love the John Wick movie. I think it's better than it. It does what John Wick does, but better.
So Nobody 2 is not as highly rated as Nobody, so I guess adjust your expectations accordingly.
Yeah. I'll probably go.
I really like Bob Odenkirk. He's great.
Oh,
it's interesting to see him do this role.
And the fact that he did training and did he does a lot of his own stunts in the movie, even though he is, how old is he? Is he in his 60s?
He's in his late 50s, I think.
Young.
Yeah. 60s. There's videos out there of him doing the hand-to-hand combat training and him throwing dudes around and getting thrown around. He put in the work for this role, and
he's 62, man. I got to get on whatever program he's on. I'm not that far behind.
Yeah.
It helps to have a lot of money though first, where you can
once I
work out for a whole
that problem, I'll get on it. Yeah.
Okay. You can work for a whole, and that's part of the job, But yeah. All right, we should go to TV. I only have one TV. I only have one TV show to mention. Unfortunately, for some reason, I do this every so often. I'm watching a bunch of Pawn Stars because I found out that Hulu has seasons I've never seen. So I am just watching that stupid show nonstop, and I like it.
I support your decision.
It's not a good show.
I had a Pawn Stars phase.
I wouldn't call this a phase because I've done this where I'll randomly rewatch the season of the show every so often, and this time I found new seasons, so I'm like, oh. So I've watched almost the entire show over the course of my life. It's something. It's not a good show. I don't know. It's entertaining, so maybe that makes it a good show, but I don't know. I mean, it's a reality TV show and it's all fake, so, they don't even work there. They just act like they do. Yeah, that's all I got for TV. Stupidity that I'm watching that again. And Colby.
Well, I have, since I started doing this podcast about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, called This Bizarre Adventure, I found out that when I was, younger,
like anime?
I used to think I didn't like anime, but then I found out that, whatever. I've told this story before. I found out that, B, my podcast co-host did say, that's like saying you don't like movies. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to watch some of this classic anime to see, what I like and what I don't, because I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I watched through all of Trigun, which I enjoyed a lot. And then I watched Cowboy Bebop, which is one of the best things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep. The
animation style is so cool. The music, everything about it. And then I'm watching this and I'm like, they're really not, following any kind of story or anything. There is a storyline that goes through it, but then I'm like, no, wait, this show is jazz. And then it clicked with me and I'm like, oh, this show is jazz. And after that, I was like, it's incredible. It's one of, like I said, the best things I've ever seen in my life. So, this thing that came out in 1998, nobody hasn't seen it that likes anime. But if you haven't watched Cowboy Bebop, holy shit, you got to watch Cowboy Bebop, man. It is awesome.
It really is.
It's Cowboy's greatest. I mean, I can't say anything for the guy who has 3 complete Cowboy Bebop box sets on his shelves, but because I have the Steelbook, I have the Anime Legends of the DVD, and I have the Blu-ray. And I was going to get the was it the anniversary set that came out a couple of years ago, and I never got that one. But
what about the live
Bebop's one of the goats. We don't talk about that one because I have never seen it. And
I recorded about it. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's just different.
I'm good. If I'm going to watch a live action Netflix thing, it'll be out.
Avatar.
I haven't seen that either.
I've heard
it's
good.
Good.
Another show?
No, I
Okay.
watch a lot of YouTube, and it's usually on in the background while I'm writing, so it's not like I'm
fair.
paying attention to anything. The only thing I've paid attention to, Cowboy Bebop is maybe what I've paid the most attention to while I'm watching it in 15 years.
Okay.
Did you watch the movie?
I didn't watch the movie yet, no.
Okay, you should watch the movie. Is really good. It's
I'll
really
watch
good.
I mean, he is
I
right.
think I'll
I
watch
don't
that
care for it as
live
much, but he is
action,
right. I think it's worth a win watch.
Yeah, I'm at this point.
Wouldn't say two.
I listened to an entire podcast. I didn't really like the hosts, but they were talking about Cowboy Bebop, so I'm like, I'll listen to this whole thing. Like I was obsessed with it there for about a month.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all my TV.
Zach.
I was laughing so hard at you watching Pawn Stars because I've been watching a lot of Deadliest Catch, which was great for working on spreadsheets or whatever, something to watch in the background. Very pleasantly surprised to see that they had a new season out. It's like season 3 or something. It's crazy. I've seen every episode over the course of my lifetime, but I just like guys catch crap, man. It's stupid good TV.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having those type of shows. Nothing wrong with it.
Right? Well, I mean, it's not something, I was going to say, it's not something I would sit down and watch, but I did actually do that with my son for a while, and then he got over it. But I also watched the one season there now of Ironheart. Not bad, not great, but, I would watch the second season. I thought that was all right. More junk TV, I guess, but not on Star Deadly level. My son, who used to watch Deadliest Catch with me, he discovered How It's Made. Did you guys ever watch that? Where they just show how like toilet paper is made and aluminum foil and ceramic pots. Just like, it'll be a show where they show you how to make 5 different things that are totally unrelated, and it's just kind of fascinating to watch. And then one of them they saw, one of them we saw recently. They showed how they make IMAX projectors, and that was really interesting. But for the most part, I can just sit there and veg out on it. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what.
It is a very good. Yeah, it's a very good show, but the announcer, like the guy who does the VO, is so like calming that show is one that I can't watch because it just puts me to sleep. And he's not bad. And the show is interesting. His voice is just so calming that I'm like drifting off listening to it.
He's very level and even. Well, that works in my favor because we always watch it right before bed, right? And the last thing you need to do is get your kid all riled up.
Right before bed show.
Yeah.
Is he the same one from Modern Marvels? Now I'm trying to remember. That does the
maybe.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I watched way too much of Models and how it got made at one point in my life, where instead of watching like Nickelodeon and stuff like that, History Channel was my go-to. So yes, I can.
Discovery Channel. I had my list of Discovery Channel shows back in the day. Deadliest Catch, Mythbusters, Dirty Jobs. Like it was like I watched probably spinning stuff.
I mean, sometimes it's just fun. I haven't really. I don't mess with Discovery Channel or whatever the hell is on. I try to watch some stuff before on Disney Plus because they have National Geographic, but I go through my moods. No, I'm on Pawn Stars.
I think the Discovery stuff is on HBO now, or I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been watching it on Max or HBO Max. I guess it's gone back to
HBO now.
Yeah,
they changed it back.
So stupid.
Oh, did they already go straight back to HBO? Wow, that was a short.
Yeah, how much money they spent to change it back? I really want to know. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, it was not a good move to begin with.
I am so interested to hear the story of like that whole thing. Like the HBO buying, what did they buy? When they bought all of those companies and then like just threw half of their content away and then like changed the name and then changed it back. And like, I bet that's an insane story of a bunch of people getting fired and like the wrong people getting like huge bonuses.
I'm pretty sure
people getting fired.
it's all Zaslav. I'm pretty sure that asshole has a lot to do with it, and he's still there. So
Of
course he is, because the wrong people, the right people never get fired, and the good people never stay.
Yeah,
it's capitalism, baby.
Do we like that?
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy got booted out of business, so
yeah, that's not a bad thing. So one good thing that did happen. That is a good thing.
That's
one.
We
never got a Rogue Squadron.
That's
movie.
one documentary I would definitely be interested in watching. Like, what the fuck happened to to HBO? That's what it should be called.
I mean, still, how do you fuck up Star Wars? She did. they did. So, hey. I mean, I know how they fucked up Star Wars. They didn't have a plan when they made a trilogy. That's how they fucked it up.
That's
Yeah,
There's no plan.
I like those first. I like those first two of the reboot, the sequels. But that third one is
It's awful.
so bad.
Because Last Jedi is not good. I don't like Last Jedi. It's a good movie. I didn't like it, but I can respect it now.
I think Last Jedi is maybe my second favorite Star Wars movie.
But
I think
Rise of Skywalker.
I think they did
fucking awful.
That I was like, they took such interesting risks with the property that I think it's a fascinating movie. And then they said, oh no, people didn't like us doing something interesting. Let's bring a bunch of old characters back. We're Disney. We can't take a risk.
It's
They
got awful.
I think I like Rise of Skywalker more than I don't like it. It's not a great movie. They could have saved that movie if they had done one thing, and that was kill Rey and been alive. That was the thing they should have done. That would have been so interesting. Like, Rey should have been the one to die.
I like Rey better than Luke Skywalker.
I got two things. Since HBO Max or HBO or whatever it is,
Max
put some things show. They have about the Knickerbocker Hospital, like turn of the 19th century with Clive Owen. That's a good show. I watched it a long time ago, and I've been rewatching that. And I think there's 2 seasons, so it's pretty quick. That's a recommend.
Okay.
And I watched the 2 episodes that were available on Alien Earth, but I have an embargo on talking about it. So
okay. Oh yeah. I haven't watched it yet.
That was a joke for
I'll
Colby.
just wait. Oh yeah. Okay. And John, do you have any TV shows to mention?
Yeah, I have a few. So let's see. The first one I have is season 4 of, I don't know if you guys have ever heard Clarkson Lines on. Or you know who Jeremy Clarkson is from Top Gear?
No, I know Top Gear is.
No.
Okay. So Jeremy Clarkson was one of the 3 guys on Top Gear. After the Grand Tour and Top Gear and all that stuff, he bought a farm in Britain and has been running and farming this farm for like the past, I think it's season 4, so it's been out for like 4 or 5 years. Really goofy, really, like he's a bumbling idiot sometimes, but he is getting better. It's just him running his farm, his business. It's a plan. It's kind of like Clash, kind of like legitimate. I think this is good. So I watched that. Then I watched season 3 of Squid Game. Did not like season 3 of Squid Game.
I didn't realize there was a 3rd season.
Yeah.
So
the rest of the second season.
It's the rest of the second season. Yeah, a month and a half, something like that. It's the end of Squid Game, and they took season 2, which I thought was really good, and kind of like shot everything that season 2 tried to do that was interesting. They shot it and put it out of its misery. Just a shitty ending for that show. Like I will still recommend, like, if you like Squid Game, I would recommend watching it. Like, there is good stuff in season 3, but it's like, for how good that first season was and how, in my opinion, good season 2 was, they like dropped the ball. Like, there's a major character in there who has been like, you have to follow her and end up absolutely nothing for all the time you spend with them. And it's like, why?
Huh.
Why did we have to follow this person all this time for them to do nothing? So I was kind of butthurt over that one. I really like Squid Game. Yeah. So watch the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth, and I do not have embargo. I thought I'm really interested to see where it goes. I like they've kept the feel of Alien, like everything is kind of still the 80s interpretation of modern technology. Everything's still appropriate from the old movies. I'm interested to see where it goes. Are they doing like 2 episodes a week, or is it just 1 episode from here on out?
I think it's just 1 after this, just 1 a week after this.
Okay. Yeah, I really hope it like going in the landing. It's set up far is really interesting. I like what they're doing with the main characters. Like, thought that cool. Oh, that's an interesting way to do this. Yeah, I'm waiting for the show for like 2 or 3 years ever since it was announced. And then the last thing that I have been watching is the trailer came out for The Mighty Nine, the Critical Role, their second campaign. The Amazon show came out. So I was sitting here the other day playing Death Stranding. It's like, I need something on the background. Like, I'm going to start watching Critical Role Campaign 2. So I've been watching, like, that has pretty much been nonstop for the past couple of weeks. It's just watching 12 or 13 episodes in right now. Yeah, it's just fun. I like Critical Role. I like all the people on there. Campaign 2 has been a lot of fun. I tried to watch Vox Machina, the first campaign, not the Amazon show. I have yet to watch that. I think just the fact that they started the campaign, or they started the episodes like partway through the campaign, I kind of fell off. But starting this one at the beginning, I'm having a lot of fun with campaign 2 so far, and I'm really excited for the 99. So, and I think that's everything. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. We'll go to plugs then. And my
I'll be on a few episodes here coming up, I believe. So you can find me on those. Other than that, I don't stream or anything like that. So.
And Colby.
Sorry if you said something before. It's been storming here pretty much since we started. So I don't know if I'm cutting out or if I'm like behind or whatever.
You haven't been.
But okay, good. You can find me on Jack Billings Presents. It is an absurdist comedy scripted podcast in which you can find games my mom found favorites such as Mike Albertin and Phoebe Stanton and Kyle Gorman and probably some others in the future. You can also, if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you can listen to This Bizarre Adventure. And I have another thing coming up, but it's Fargo. I can't about this yet.
And Zach.
You can find me on Absolutely the Best Podcast, A Work in Progress, where we had been covering the MCU movies, going through them in chronological order of their release and ranking them. And at this point, we've talked about all of them, at least talked about them. The Thunderbolts and First Steps are the only ones we haven't ranked yet because we only saw them once in theaters, but we did a quick take on that. So we're pretty much caught up on that. So we're going to be starting something new in October. The most recent episode we have out now, well, it might be different by the time this drops, but we just did an episode on The Mummy. Okay, yeah, so I don't think we have the new one out since then, but we did our MCU. We do also do MCU adjacent. So if you have an actor or a writer or whatever from an MCU movie, that makes it a valid movie to cover. So we just 99.
Even a fee is a valid movie. I said even if he's going to cover, right?
No.
Am I breaking up?
What's good enough?
Oh, that's fine.
What's good enough to cover?
Just forget my joke. It's fine.
Okay. I'll listen to it on the episode. Anyways, yeah, so you can check that out. For The Mummy, I was just saying we have a special guest from Gamers Week podcast, Blue Williams, and that one was a lot of fun. That was the first time I'd ever seen that movie.
All right. And you can find all the episodes of this podcast. We have over 850 of the show. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. So go check out our giant catalog. If you want to support the show, we do a Patreon. We have 1 to 2 polls every month. Right now, it's just one. And also, if you pay $10 or more, I will shout you out in every single episode I record that month. So, great. Well, we got listeners. You can see all that on Podbean. You can see all our episodes there. You can find all our content that we do on Podbean or wherever you get your podcast. I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro, courtesy of Helena and Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram and check out Bill Tucker. And please, and if you want to be a part of the show, if you want to suggest things for the show, join our Discord. It's got new people join us. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and review wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
Are you going through puberty?